So, I was watching a comedy special on Netflix recently. It was Joe Rogan Triggered. And in the midst of his act, Joe says, in transition from one bit to another, kind of under his breath, I don't know, man, this is the world we live in. Are we happy? I'm not sure. Is this what we wanted? And a woman from the audience stands up and shouts, no! And another guy chimes in with, life sucks! Joe turns and asks, What did you say? And the guy responds, life can kind of suck sometimes. And Joe answers, maybe it's how you're living it, Peach. Although he didn't use the word peach. And he goes on to explain, this is the greatest time ever to be alive. This is as great as it's ever been. We've got 4G everywhere. And then he turns to face the guy. He looks him right in the eye and he says, you just gotta get your shiitake together, man, and stop blaming the world. Although he didn't use the word shiitake. And he's right on both counts. One, there has never been a better time to be alive than right now. Contrary to the fear pimps of sensational news media who like to take the half dozen worst things that happen in the world and then beat you down with it morning, noon, and night, the world has never been safer than it is right now. We've never had more worldwide peace than we have right now. The worldwide poverty level has never been lower. We've never been healthier. We've never lived longer than we do right now. If you don't believe me, Google it. Think of it this way. Right now, if you got to choose between being born at any time in history or sticking with your current life, but you didn't know who you'd be born to or where you'd be born at any time in history, would you choose any time in history option? Or would you choose to be born as you were, living at this time in history, with 4G everywhere? If you know anything about history, you definitely would pick your life right now. So, if you ever think life can kind of suck sometimes, maybe it's how you're living it, Peach. Like it or not, you're living the life you've created. And to add insult to injury, in the greatest time we've ever known in human history, you're just screwing it up. You are not a victim of circumstance. No one can force you to make decisions and take actions that has you mess up your life or experience less than desirable results. And as the shaman, Rogan, put it, you just gotta get your shiitake together, man, and stop blaming the world. The circumstances you're living in today are of your own. You created them. Likewise, your future is entirely up to you as well. If you're feeling stuck, less than happy, not living up to your best life image, it's probably because you're afraid to take the action and ego risks necessary to achieve your desired goals. Come on, let's do it right now. Let's get your shiitake together. Name just one thing that is in your gap, the gap between where you are and where you desire to be or could be if only you disregarded your fear and took action. If you only stopped sabotaging yourself with excuses. So don't be shy. That's why we're here, right? To push each other, to grow together, to become better every day together. So I'll go first. I don't have the intimacy that I desire in my important relationships because I'm too afraid to be vulnerable. I overprotect, hide, and retreat. That's what has to stop in my life. So, how about you? Tell us that in the comments below. Hey there, we've seen a big surge in people subscribing to Darren Daily from all over the globe. So I just wanted to take a quick second to say welcome and to answer the question that you might have rolling around in your head. Who are these people anyway, and what is this Darren Daily community all about? Well, simply put, we are strivers. We are people not happy with good enough. For us, good enough is not good enough. We have bold visions and audacious goals. We back that up with relentless drive and courageous, consistent, and obsessive action. Here, we take risks. We step forward. We want to be counted and accountable. Here is where leaders meet, to be pushed, prodded, and made better every day. Now, we are not for the content, for the satisfied, for the settled, for those who have resolved themselves to the current state of affairs, for those who just go with the flow, bend with the wind, travel in the direction of the current. Here, committed achievers meet to take back control, to own up to their responsibility and decide to invent their fate. We don't believe in luck. We make our own. So admittedly, we are not for the timid or the faint of heart. That includes probably 99% of the world's population. Because being an achiever, a striver, a leader is hard work. Work, we love it. We do it every day. We are the crazy, hardworking believers others call insane. We seek to break the rules of conformity and shake the status quo by the shoulders. We are the people who change things, the ones who push the human race forward. There's a reason why you found your way to us. I want you to embrace that. And welcome. Welcome home. You have finally found your tribe.